Hey, ladies. Hi, ladies. I'm just going to give everyone a couple minutes to pop in. Hi, Maritza. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Tanya. It's great to see everyone. Can you guys hear me? And can you guys see me? Are my two questions. All right, beautiful. I love it. So let's just let everybody kind of pop into this call. It's just getting started here. I just ask that you, if you're working with any oils or crystals tonight, have them nearby. If you have your journal or anything, feel free to tap into those tools. And we'll let everybody pop on here. I would imagine they're going to show up in a couple minutes. Let me see if I can do an auto entrance. Perfect. Alrighty, and we are recording this, just a heads up. So I'm going to give everybody a couple more minutes to pop in. I'm just going to turn off my my phone, make sure that everybody is able to get into the room with ease real quickly before I turn off my phone. How was everybody's weekend? How was it? Did you guys have fun? So there's a chat box at the bottom of the screen. There's like a little speak bubble because everybody's on mute right now. Hi, Anna.
Oh, I figured it out. Okay.
Drop it in. So there's actually a chat box in the, and I'm just going to keep everyone on mute for the first part of the class so that I can lead about the oils and everything. And then we'll unmute everyone, do questions, and chat about the business. Oh, yes, Tanya, that sounds so amazing. I need a declutter day. Awesome. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and get started. So I am positive you all know me. And just in case, my name is Kristina. Welcome. I am from existbrightly. And today I really wanted to chat about a couple of the doTERRA oils that I've been using this winter and how to use them with crystals and just practicing self-care with these tools. So a little bit about me. Gosh, I have really discovered my own power and flame in business and in wellness. And I definitely am a firm believer that wealth and wellness come hand in hand. And I've realized that the more I'm able to take care of myself, the more I am able to lift the energy around me, which opens me up to receiving more opportunity and more wealth. And it just feels really, really good to step into that power. So often we sacrifice ourselves and our well-being, which then causes these constant flare-ups of scarcity or of high stress, high anxiety. And I really want to uplift and connect in that way. Pardon me if you see me fidgeting here. I'm just trying to get my speaker view on here for you guys. So, okay. So the three oils that I really want to talk about today are going to be lavender, wild orange. This is lavender, wild orange, and cedarwood. And these are all doTERRA oils I have been using. Yes, super juicy. I have been using essential oils for years, and I was kind of like, meh, no big deal on quality or anything like that. I wasn't ingesting them. I wasn't using them in that way. And I just had not been lined up with doTERRA quite yet. I had seen it. It had been in my yoga classes. You know, I had other friends that were using it. And finally, one of my friends became a wellness advocate for doTERRA, and I decided to support her, and place an order. And I really immediately saw the difference in the quality of oils. So since I've started to use doTERRA, I have just embraced their brand and embraced their story and their integrity. So I really want to share that with you guys today. And to start off, let's chat a little bit about first of all, I'd love to know, what are you feeling stuck with or struggling with right now? Pop it into the chat box if you're feeling a little bit of stress or tension around anything, because I'm going to, I'll refer some oils to you so that you can also tap in case it's something that we don't tackle with these particular scents. So the lavender oil I love because obviously it's calming, it's stress relief, it's super floral. And I have aligned it with amethyst and intuition. And the way that I've been using it is I will drop like a drop into my palm. So you'll see these have like little droppers. I'll just pop a drop onto my palm and then put like my finger, warm it up, and then I kind of like get it on my fingertips and I'll just massage my forehead and my temples. And then I'll even like kind of put some on my nose to inhale this. And the reason that I've aligned this particular oil with intuition and the 7th chakra, right? So I've kind of chosen the chakra for each one. I've tapped into everything because because as I open this space and as I massage this space, the oil itself herbally calms me down. And then the massage actually opens and de-stresses this area. So I'm able to receive. I feel like a lot of intuition has to do with like removing that block, removing that stiffness around receiving our information, you know? So sometimes we feel super lost, super disconnected. We're not able to kind of pick up on the signs that are all around us. And this is because we've created these blocks around how we're going to receive this information. Hi, Vanessa. So that's why I've been tapping into the lavender to kind of release this. And I'll tell you a little, I was so excited last night about this workshop and so excited about my team and all this amazing goodness that I had to put like cedarwood on the bottom of my feet. And I'll tell you about that in a moment to like bring me back into my body. And I was in bed and my energy was way up here. And I was just trying to get like down to this base level. So I put cedarwood on my feet. I crawled into the blankets and I'm like, okay, cool. Now I'm going to go to sleep. And I was like a lot more rooted, a lot more calm, but I was still tossing and turning. My energy was still like up here instead of where it needed to be. And I don't know if you're anything like me, but I'm the type of person that like has to run through my entire story before I can fall asleep. So I'm laying in bed and I am just thinking, I'm still excited, but I'm definitely feeling a lot more ready to rest. What I ended up doing was taking the lavender and putting some right on the insides of my nostrils, and I massaged just the center of my forehead. Girl, I hit the pillow and like passed out, which is not my typical story. I woke up today and I was like, Dave, I don't even know how I fell asleep. Like I just fell asleep. Typically I can kind of gauge where I'm at on the sleep scale. You know, I'm like, oh, I'm at 3. I'm going to slowly get to 7. I don't know if that resonates for you guys, but that's totally how I am. Oh yes, Steph, amazing. Get it, girlfriend. So that's the first oil that I wanted to talk to you about is lavender. And if you have any questions, I'd love to hear them. Just so you guys know, lavender is naturally antibacterial and antifungal, or I should say relieves bacteria of their power. It's I think the word antibacterial is a safe word to use, and antifungal. I've been using it in a coconut oil face mask at night. So I've been just putting 2 big dollops of coconut oil into like a glass container and then 2 to 3 drops of lavender. And I've been mashing it up and then I warm it between my hands and I just massage my whole face. I didn't know how much tension I was holding. Hi, Tara. And it's been fantastic. And I've noticed that in the mornings, my skin is less red and it just has that more natural glow. So that's one way to use it. And if you have any questions, like I said, just pop them into the chat box. Yes, exactly. Lavender hand sanitizer is perfect and you can totally make your own. So the next oil that I wanted to talk about is wild orange, which has very quickly become one of my top 3. It is super, super juicy. It's a little bit sweet. It's very fragrant. It's very bright. So you know me, I love having high energy. I love jumping into that. And I love just that ability to be bright. So this is definitely an oil that serves me. And I've kind of categorized it as an oil of action. I find it to be very, very energizing and brightening. And it tends to give me like a little bit of focus. So if there's something that's kind of blocking me in my day or in my, in my mind where I'm thinking too much about this, where I'm hyper focused on doubt or fear, I've been using this to pop out of that space and get into a space of action. So what I want to really put out there is that this is all about up-leveling your self-care and creating this ritual of self-care with crystals, with oils, journaling, and committing to that, because I feel like we're all capable of doing it, but can we commit to that? And that's my invitation for you all today. So back to this wild orange. I have aligned it with carnelian, and I actually made a YouTube video on abdominal massage with this oil because I was feeling like I really liked it in the low belly. So like underneath the belly button, the womb space, and then below that at the end of the torso is where our root chakra and our second chakra are housed. These are our energetic homes of trust, safety, wealth, creativity. And I know in the winter when things aren't blooming all around us and it sometimes maybe feels a little bit stiff or dark or cold, it can be easy to slip into doubt and slip into fear and slip into like bad habits. So I felt like this abdominal massage is a great way to literally take the oil. Again, I use coconut oil as a, what do they call it? A dilution, a base. And then I just do the abdominal massage, and that is on YouTube. Just go on there and search Exist Brightly. I only have a handful of videos out, so you can actually see that exact how to do that. And then there's actually a carnelian meditation with it. I chose carnelian because the colors, again, these are carnelians is specifically like kind of more of a power stone, and it's aligned with the root and second chakra. I didn't just choose it for the colors, but you'll notice that a lot of the oils, chakras, and energies are all similar. So I felt like carnelian's it's like a power, a heat generating crystal. So that's why I tapped into it with my wild orange to create that energy of action and brightening and just have more energy, period. So with the wild orange, it's a clarifying agent. It's a mood lifter. You can diffuse it or do the belly rub. And my suggestion for creating something fun would be like a room spray. So you can just get a small bottle from like Sally's Beauty Supply or CVS even, or Amazon, because I like glass. So the glass bottles are always amazing. Fill it up almost to the top with water. Put 10 to 20 drops of wild orange and maybe a smidgen of alcohol or white vinegar, so that it doesn't get clogged up, because when you have an oil in there, sometimes the oil will get in that little plastic tube. So just shake it up, make sure everything disperses, and then spritz it. And that's going to be a great way to, I would say, put that in your car. And if you have like a connection with someone where, or you're going to work, or one of these things where you're feeling kind of low energy, you're feeling just a little bit low, cold, stiff, stagnant, spray it in your car, spray it on yourself before you hit the road, or you can just take a couple drops and rub it on your heart space. So that is the wild orange rundown. And I wanted to choose just 3 today so I could kind of get into this a little bit deeper with you guys. So feeling stuck would help with then. The clips make me feel, yeah, lots of lunar energy right now. So definitely support yourself in these ways. Support yourself with your tools, The final oil that I wanted to chat about, and then I'm going to unmute everybody or allow you guys to unmute yourselves and ask any questions if you have any, is the cedarwood oil. And when I first smelled cedarwood, I didn't have, I didn't use a doTERRA one. So I was kind of like, ugh. It was one of those oils that I wasn't super keen on. But now that I've received this bottle, this quality is amazing. And just in case you guys didn't know this, every doTERRA bottle has a number printed on the bottom, and you can go to, I believe it's source2you.com, and type that number in, and it'll tell you exactly where it came from, how it was made, how it was distilled, the chemical component of it. So it's actually very informative, very open. They have a very transparent company, which I love, right? I want to know what's going on if I'm going to support someone's business. So the Cedarwood, I linked up to agate, and I don't know, this is like, I just brought this giant one out from outside. I was like, yeah, this is really convenient. I didn't have like a small piece. I use this piece on my altar for rooting, and that's how I feel about my cedarwood too. Like I mentioned previously, I used a couple drops on the bottom of my feet because I call it the oil of presence. It immediately drops you back into your body and helps you to like bring your energy. If you're feeling scattered, feeling overwhelmed, bring that energy inward and bring that energy like back into your heart space so that you can function more from your body, more from this moment. So receiving that presence and that power. And I like to use it in my prep for bed too, because it helps me to like come down. Right, Stephanie? So like I mentioned, massage it on the bottom of your feet when you're feeling anxious. You can rub it on the heart space if you're feeling like you need to refocus on your path. So maybe it'd be a great opportunity to do some journaling, tapping in, doing a couple minutes of meditation, taking the oil. You can rub it between your hands, kind of sniff it, smell it, open it, let it roll into the body, and then write about, you know, where you're looking to go, what you're trying to create in these next couple weeks, months, years. All right, sisters. So if you have any questions, I'm going to switch over to gallery view. If you have any questions, raise your hand. I'd be so happy to hear from you and answer anything that I can about the oils. And then I'm going to go into the business aspect of doTERRA and the self-care aspect and all of the things that I know. This is basically Team Bright is here tonight. So I want to support and answer any questions that I have regarding both sides. But for right now, let's kind of close off the oil section. And do you guys have any questions about anything? You can just raise your hand. If you're on camera, I can see you and I'll unmute you. Otherwise, drop it into the chat box. And I'll tell you a little bit about Team Bright and about my intentions with this as we move forward. And if anything, just pop it into the box. I will 100% get to it. All right, I just gotta take a big breath here and recenter because I'm hyped on Wild Orange. Oh, Vanessa Maritza, I'm so happy to see you. Hi, Rita. Hi, Shelby. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Kathleen. All right, so my intentions with Team Bright, the reason that I decided to implement doTERRA into the Exist Brightly world is because I dream of always being in a place where I can uplift others and create a self-care ritual. I'm a firm believer that the better care we take of ourselves, the more powerful we become in our lives, the more aligned we become with our purpose, the easier it becomes to achieve our purpose and to receive our wealth and to receive our goals, dreams, all of those things. So I think that if you're here, you already know that about me. And I believe that if you're here, it's because of either A, you are ready to create and commit to a self-care routine. B, you are interested in serving others in your either community, family, friends, or the whole dang world. 3, you are open to receiving wealth in new and dynamic ways. So again, Team Bright is my dream of creating a sisterhood of self-care. I want to know what happens in our lives when we put ourselves first. I want to collaborate instead of compete. I want to lift people that have been in my life and who are interested in self-care and walking that path of awareness and worthiness. I want them to rise. I want to trust and educate on oils, on crystals, and however, as you take these words and you are looking at creating your own business, it's also about what can you serve in, right? So what are your specific niches? Create a powerful revenue stream with ease. So this is, doTERRA is not a get rich quick in that aspect of like, you're going to receive this. I mean, who knows? The potential is yours. It's there. It depends on how you work it. I'm playing more of the longer game where I really want this to be something that I implement into my business, support others, rise with them, and then we really start to see the amazing gifts of this company's pay scale and the benefits of the products that we use on ourselves. So again, first and foremost, my invitation is that you commit to your self-care. I know that if you're here, you are interested in becoming, at least exploring doTERRA oils and potentially becoming a wellness advocate or joining Team Bright, and some of you already have. So I just want to get a little bit more in depth with the company. There are 2 ways to participate in doTERRA and to shop doTERRA. The first one is as a wholesale customer. A wholesale customer pays a $35 fee and receives 20 to 25% off of product purchases for a year. It's easy peasy. You can shop, you get a discount. It's minimum commitment. You have an opportunity to set up a monthly auto ship if you'd like to. And I'll explain more about that later because that's actually a really fantastic rewards program. It's just very confusing at first. So the second way is to become a wellness advocate, which is the role that I'm taking. The main difference between wholesale customer and wellness advocate is that a wellness advocate is able to receive wealth from doTERRA. So you can build your company, build your business as a wellness advocate. As a wholesale customer, there is no exchange in that way. So even if you refer all of your friends to doTERRA and everybody signs up, you will never receive any type of compensation from them. If you become a wellness advocate, which I know 2 of you in here are already committed to that, I'm going to explain how you receive money and what the pay scale looks like. We're just going to tap into the very beginning of this so I can kind of get your creative juices flowing. And then we're going to schedule another live call to go a little bit deeper into the payment and how it starts to shift. Because you get paid, there's tons of bonuses. There's several different ways that you receive money. And let me just go ahead and tap into this thing that is known as the LRP. This is doTERRA's loyalty rewards program. And I have reframed this to say, I am committed to a life of richness and purpose. So I want you to hear that. I am committed to a life of richness and purpose. Because the LRP is something that doTERRA asks its wellness advocates to participate in. And as a team leader, Team Bright, I am asking that we each hold an order of 150 PV per month. So this is an automatic order. You can change what's in your cart, and you can also change the date that the order gets processed. So basically you set up your LRP, and it's not until you set up your LRP that you will actually be able to receive checks from doTERRA. So the LRP, once you have that set and that order in, that order will process, and then you just leave it up. And what I've done is I've gone in now. So I placed my LRP earlier this month. And since then, and I kind of made like a shopping cart for February, things that I want to try out. And then later, like earlier this week, so I received the order that I placed, and I just went back into my cart and like changed some things up for February because there were some different products that I wanted to try, and I want to do like have a couple things to give away. So there's a lot of ways that you can meet your 150 PV, and a PV is product value or personal volume. Look, sisters, I've been like on every freaking YouTube video out there, and I'm going to send you guys all the links of people that I love that explained it really easily. And I'm also yesterday I created documents. I called it the doTERRA code words, because you have PV, you have LRP, you have OV. This is what really got me confused. So I want to take a step back. Take a deep breath. We're going to just drop in from the very beginning again. 2 ways to get involved with doTERRA. First one is a wholesale customer. $35 enrollment fee, 20 to 25% off products. You cannot receive any money, just no matter how many times you refer people. The second way to participate in doTERRA is as a wellness advocate. There's no upfront fee. You purchase a kit, you receive your kit, and then you set up your LRP, which is the monthly, I am committed to a life of richness and purpose. This is your investment into your self-care. And you set this up and you just leave this up. And like I said, you can adjust the date and adjust the time. And I'm asking that we commit as a team to a 150 PV LRP so that our team can rise in the ranks. Because as we rise, and this is something that I want you to share with your team members as you grow your team. Number one, this is your investment into your self-care. These are new oils you can try. They have a bunch of home and bath products to support your wellness in a non-toxic way. You can invest in like little giveaway things. There's an easy way to hit that LRP. And once you have your LRP set up, that's where you're able to receive wealth. Does anybody have any questions? I'm just going to unmute everybody. So if you guys want to say anything, speak now. Hold on one second. All right, who was that? Now everybody's quiet. All right. But does that make sense to you, ladies? You grasp what I'm saying here? Okay, cool. So I busted out this amazing whiteboard. Oh, I wrote 3 things that if you're here because you either A, you want to commit to self-care. I don't know if this is backwards for you, maybe. B, you want to share with others. Or 3, you are open to creating wealth in new ways. So this is what I think of you all is just, you're so amazing and committed to yourselves. And I see you here and you're on the path. 3 of you are already in 12 moons. So I am just so excited to share this space with you and now to support you in receiving wealth as well. So let me see here. LRP is only for yourself or can it be an order? LRP is, well, you could technically place an order for someone else. Like if, you know, your mom wanted oils or something and you had whatever, however you set it up. But technically LRP is your investment in self. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah, it is like an auto ship, but again, you can change the date. They offer, what I love about LRP, and I don't know why I'm forgetting to mention this until right now, is that you actually receive points for it. And the longer that you keep your order, at first, months 1 through 3, I believe you get 10% of your order in points. Months like 4 through 6, you get, I think it's 20%. And then after that, it's 30%. So you actually get, they upscale their points huge. They really are a supportive business. That's the only reason why I'm here. I mean, well, and the quality of the oils is exceptional. So 2 things that have made me integrate this into my wellness and into my wealth. All right, let me bust this out. I'm just going to kind of move over a little bit so I can show you guys how you are going to receive wealth once you have your LRP set up. I was so excited about this whiteboard, like way too excited. I was like, finally, I get to use a whiteboard. Oh, but I'm not left-handed, so let me figure this out. Okay. Oh, hell yeah, that's right. I busted out all my neon colors today. Okay, so there are several different payment scales in doTERRA. They offer a wide range of compensation, a wide range of bonuses. I do believe they're a company that really supports wellness and they want to share that with others. So they really try to keep you engaged. And when you see this scale, sometimes I was like, wow, that's a crazy amount of payout. Like, I don't even know how this company is doing so well. And if you don't know, they also have a Healing Hands Foundation, which is a completely charitable foundation that works to end sex slavery. And they actually pay to help and support people who have been in that business, sex trafficking, And then they also pay to persecute people who have taken part in that business. So I find that they are a very integral company with a lot of value. Okay, so this is you. All right. Now, if you share doTERRA with 2 of your friends, right? You're with me here? You receive, if they sign up as either a wellness advocate or a wholesale customer, you receive 20% of their enrollment or purchase. Does that make sense? So that's the first tier. This is what's called the fast start. So this is like the most beginning, the very first way you're going to start to see income, because this is paid out every week. And you can actually see it in your back office. It'll show up every, I believe it's uploads on Wednesdays. So if you enroll whoever as a wholesale customer, so that's where you pay they pay the $35 and they just order oils, or as if you enroll them as an advocate, you receive 20% of their purchase. So let's say, and you can do this, you know, this, you can create this all over the place. Let's say you enroll someone else, or this person enrolls someone else. It doesn't, I'm sorry, no. Let's say you enroll someone else. We're going to put them under here. So now we'll just say mom, your coworker, your sister, and your best friend. So if they enroll again as a wholesale customer or as a wellness advocate, now you'll receive 10%. I'm sorry, shoot. This is, now I've messed this up. If you enroll someone, period, don't worry about the placement. If you enroll someone, you will always get 20%. Let's say your mom enrolls your sister and your coworker enrolls her best friend, then you receive 10%. And now let's say that your sister enrolls her friend and your coworker's best friend enrolls her mom or something. So this level is 5%. I hope I didn't confuse it with you guys. Let me stop here. Let me see if there's any questions. Just drop them in the box, or you can unmute yourself and just ask. Pick my brain. I've been studying this for weeks, so I definitely need a pop quiz. So anybody that you enroll, so let's say you know, these, you can pop more people out here. You're always going to get 20% of the people that you enroll, any of their purchases for the first 60 days. And this is called fast start. And then let me just check this box, like an auto ship with those, not so basic. Oh, do you also need the minimum LRP to receive that? Yes, that is how you get, oh wait, hold on. Do you also, so they don't need to be on LRP. If you want to receive a check, if you want to get paid, then you need to be on LRP. Does that make sense? Let me restructure, let me reframe. So they pay out in 3 tiers. So you're a wellness advocate and you have an LRP. Anyone you sign up. Everybody in purple, everyone that enrolls directly through you, so long as you have an LRP, you get 20%. Now, let's say this person wants to become a wellness advocate, and they also set up an LRP, because we understand this is a commitment to self and a commitment to self-care. This person enrolls these 2 people. So you can see now they get the 20 and you get the 10. So you get 10. I'll write down all of your everything kind of in their colors so that you can at least have clarity on that. And this person, again, becomes a wellness advocate and sets up an LRP. They sign up one person. This person becomes an advocate and sets up an LRP. That doesn't really matter, but you'll receive 5% of this person's purchases in the first 60 days. I hope I haven't totally confused you guys. This is kind of where it got overwhelming for me. Are you guys grasping this? Okay, Vanessa says yes. Maritza, Kristina, Shelby, Tanya, do I get a head shake? Rita, you? Okay, cool. So that's one way to receive wealth from doTERRA. And the other, there's several bonuses that you can set up with that as long as they get their LRPs. Actually, the LRP is the, how would I say this? The LRP is basically the trigger. If they want to get paid, if they want to build their business, they need to set up an LRP. If you want to receive a check from doTERRA, you need to set up an LRP. If you're just, if you are just buying oils, they don't need to have an LRP for you to get paid. Am I correct, Shelby?
So, residual income for ourselves as the enroller also comes from LRP too after the first 60 days.
Oh, the unilevel.
Yeah.
Okay, but they don't need to have one for you to get paid. Is that what your question was, Maritza? Does that make sense? So we definitely want to encourage everybody to get onto LRP because there's tons of amazing products with doTERRA. They're not like, it's about exploring and it's about empowering your self-care. And then when you set up the LRP, then they can receive wealth as well. And so this is, I just wanted to share this with you right now because that's the first level. And it's the easiest thing for me to explain is that when you enroll someone, you get 20% of their purchase. And then and that's in all purchases for the first 60 days. When they enroll someone, you get 10% of their purchases. When that, it goes down 3 levels, basically 20, 10, 5. After that, you also get paid a monthly check that's based on something called unilevel. The unilevel is something I would like to talk to my wellness advocates about more focused in a separate discussion because it's kind of confusing sounding. And this I feel like is already a lot. So how are you ladies feeling? Where are you at? Are you feeling like you're ready to commit to something in terms of self-care? The way that, let me tell you a little bit more about how I feel like I'm going to support my team. When you join Team Bright, I am going to support this team with weekly calls via either Facebook or Zoom. And I'm going to do my best to accommodate everybody's schedule. I will record them. And this will be probably for the first 60 days. I'd love to see our team rank up because when you rank up, you're able to get a lot of bonuses. You just receive more. So this will, what I kind of broke down how many orders or how many wellness advocates you would want to enroll to basically to pay off your LRP, right? So if you have $150 or 150 PV LRP, let's say you want, if ideally we would enroll somewhere between 6 and 8 people per month, so that's plenty of time, and that would kind of fill in that gap so it wouldn't be out of pocket. But then what happens is once we expand our network and create our stack, we then are able to receive multiple percentages and we basically become what's known as a builder. So we build and build and then that network builds, and I want to create these amazing builders, which I know you already are. You already have that network. I just want to give you the tools for self-care, and I also want to share with you like PDF forms that you can share with your clients, things like that that will help them get started on their journey and that you'll be able to use too if you'd like. Are you with me, girlfriends? All right, sisters. So if you have any questions, let's get them out in the air now. You can just unmute yourselves as you feel free. Shelby, if there's anything that you'd love to add, Shelby is my upline. In case you haven't met her, don't know her, this is Shelby. She's been an amazing friend and support system for these past couple of weeks as I've been exploring, and I'm sure she would be happy to support any of you as well. So
yeah, I am more than happy to answer any questions anyone has. I've been with doTERRA for actually a couple years, but I haven't started consistently using it since probably I'm going on like 8 or 9 months right now. And so, yeah, Kristina and I have just been pouring over everything, for the last couple of weeks and like, just going through. I think it's great that you're doing like a doTERRA, to break down the lingo. I think that's amazing because the lingo is what catches a lot of people up in the beginning and even just in general. My other girl, Kristina, is on here. She lives in Hawaii. I invited her over just to kind of hang out and see what's going on because I think what Kristina's doing is a really great thing, with offering all the support, the Zoom chats, the videos, PDFs that you can use. I mean, I know it's going to be an amazing experience, and I'm looking forward to working closely with you guys as well. So any questions, feel free to pop them my way.
Yeah, don't be shy, ladies. Really, it's about, I think what I've learned in the past couple days and weeks is like the communication is key. And if you have a question, ask, because a lot of the language is like, what are you talking about? A lot of the abbreviations can throw you off, but it's really not that difficult. And there's actually tons of opportunity in here. And yeah, I just want to be so supportive because I want this to be the team that is on the purple carpet in a year and just receiving showers of, confetti and balloons and amazing and feeling so secure in ourselves and so secure in our wealth. And I can like see it where doTERRA is like saying, here's Team Bright from Monterey, and we had no idea where they came from, but they just knocked it out of the park. So that's my mission, and there's a lot happening in my life. So I'm really feeling like now is the time where I need to take better care of myself. I have a lot of stuff happening externally, so I'm 100% tapping into my internal state of energy, and these oils are here to support me. And then if I can support you and help you to create your business and to learn about how to care for yourself, that all just weaves so beautifully together. So I'm thrilled about it, and I look forward to working with each of you. Yes, there is a discount as well. Yes. So you receive this, I believe you receive the same discount. And then as you get your LRP set up, you receive these points, and the points can be cashed in for free oils. And, so they really offer a lot of incentives. Yes. And I'm going to show you really quickly. Let me see if I can do this. I kind of want to see if I can. Give me one moment here, girls. I'm just going to see if I can share my screen with you and get onto doTERRA. So. Hold on one second. I kind of want to go, Shelby, would you be able to share your screen by chance? I know that's kind of let me see, hold on. I've got like 3,000 tabs open. Give me 1 second to close all of them. And I want to show you guys. Do you guys want to see what an LRP order looks like and what PV is, or do you feel pretty confident about that? Ooh, where are you guys? Now I can't find you. There we go. Okay, you guys look like you're doing pretty all right over there. So I just wanted to see if I could get the link generator here. So let me ask you this. When do you ladies want to meet again and chat about, get a little bit more clear on the payment, and who here is already LinkedIn and like ready to jump into this and feel that support? Cool. What happens if you can't sign people up, but you are great at sales? Would that be okay? Or if you are currently exploring it and then, yeah, totally, Maritza. You can definitely do that. I encourage you to do what makes you feel best, and definitely to learn about the oils. And I would suggest setting up an LRP because, again, you can, so the LRP, I'm asking that my team is at 150 PV a month. And this is something that you don't have to be at so long as you have an LRP, I believe, of, is it 100 or is it any amount, Shelby, to receive payments?
It's 100, at least 100.
Okay. So that's to receive payments. And I think that if you are great at sales, you also make 20% on your wholesale customers. So let's say you just introduce someone, but they have no interest in building a business and they just want to try the oils out. You would get 20% of their wholesale customer enrollment and any of their purchases.
For the first 60 days.
For the first 60 days, right. So I personally think it would be best to stay on an LRP. And I mean, let's just say you try it for a month even, and just see how many people you can connect with and invite and share oils with, and see if it doesn't pay itself off. And then, because you don't have to commit to a year of it. You don't have to commit to anything. But, let's give you the space and the tools to potentially build for yourself and see what you can get out of it in terms of see what the exchange ends up being. Does that make sense? Okay. If you're currently in exploring it, then. So yeah, I definitely am not trying to put anybody into a position where they are not able to, or where it brings them more stress. But if we can experiment and we can try it, and I'm going to support you guys in the Facebook group tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and post 30 days of self-care, what potential oils to use and options on how to use them so that you can build your self-care, build your confidence, take your time to work with yourself, and then explore sharing that. Let's see, Tanya, that's good. So with the LRP, you would be buying the oils pretty much for self-care, right, Kristina? Yeah, I mean, how I'm going to structure my LRP is I'm going to spend $120, 120 PV on myself. So that's if I want to try new oils or self-care, or I'm like running out of oils, all of that. And then I'm investing the 30 in products, like they have roll-ons, things that are around like $13, $14, I think, wholesale. And they add up to 30 PV. And those are things that I'm just going to maybe carry and do a giveaway on my Instagram, or like, I kind of want to balance it between self-care and investing in the business as well. But you can do whatever you want with those products and how you spend that money. So if it's all self-care, then heck yeah, dive in, Yes. All right, girls. So I'm going to put my link up here. And then if you guys have questions, drop them in the box. I feel like we're probably about that point where everybody has a head full of doTERRA and LRPs. But I think mostly I want you to know that, one, I encourage you to explore the product and have fun and do it in a way that serves you. Two, I invite you to take the best care of yourself, especially as you are exploring these oils, and open up to the idea around potentially building a business with this team and seeing how we can grow together, opening to how far we can get working together, and becoming a builder, stepping into that role in your own life. like stepping into that role of like, oh shit, I can do this. I can create something magical with this. Like, I'm ready for this. So it's all, you know, it's all coming together, girls. Thanks, Stephanie. I appreciate that. So I don't know which, I guess the top link doesn't work. So it's my.doterra.com/existbrightly. I know Maritza has one on the way, and I actually didn't buy a kit when I enrolled as a wellness advocate, and I really wish I had, because I want one of the diffusers, and the kits are amazing. Maritza, have you gotten yours yet? You should be receiving it in the next day or two if you haven't.
No, I haven't received it yet.
Okay, I'm excited for you. Let me know what you think. I'd love to see, you know, just tag me in a post or something and let me know what's up, girl. DM me after this if you have any other questions as well, okay? I'm here. I'm here for you. I want y'all to shine, all right? The Petal, the Lumo. Okay, cool. Are those the diffuser names? They're so pretty. All right, girlfriends, if we are good, then feel free to check out doTERRA. DM me with any questions. I'm here for you, and thank you for spending this evening with me to learn about oils and learn about this business, and dream, my dears. Dream big, all right? Thanks, girlfriend. Bye.